Their ads. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Poor Investor. Today, we're going to be talking about plotting Chia's future and GPUs. What's going on with that? I wanted to do a live because I wanted to jump on this topic as soon as I finish reading what was going on, and we're going to go over some of the, confusion, some of the details of this article that was just literally published a couple hours ago. So we're going to be doing that in a little bit. Of course, I want to thank you guys as you guys are joining in on this live stream. I'm not going to take too long. I'm going to keep it short, brief, and to the point. I'm going to see who I can get. Not today, but I'm going to see who I can get probably from the Chia team or someone that's more knowledgeable in this whole GPU versus CPU farming, plotting. Of course, it's going to be very debatable. A lot of people are like, how is GPU plotting going to be beneficial to all this? How is it going to harm the project of Chia? And does it still stand to be where it said it was going to be a year ago, being green? Well, apparently this article addresses all that. And of course, we are going to go through all of that. So let me just situate myself here, get it on the screen. What do we have? Screen one, screen two. We have the price. This article addresses all that. And of course, we are going to go through all of that. All right, let's see. We got 5 people on here. Who's here? Who's here? I only see soon, not soon. What? You lost me there for a little bit. Joannis or Jonas? All right, let's see. XCH, where we are. Where are we at? Let's see. XCH. XCH is not doing too bad today. Where the hell did it go? Why isn't that showing up? XCH. Chia. There you go. $44, guys. $44. Let me show you guys something really quick that I did. And I'm actually shocked that I'm doing this because I bought 3 additional things. All right, let me show you guys really quick. I bought 3 additional 12 terabytes. Although I've had said many times over that I was not going to buy new hard drives. And lo and behold, I'm buying new hard drives. All right, 12 terabyte. And it's not because I had to have ordered it a couple of days ago. And this was before the price was jumping up. And did I buy it because of the whole GPU plotting hype? No. Well, I wanted to jump on the MMX. I was going to utilize this for MMX. But we are going to go over a few other things. And guys, if you are joining in now, I am going to be going over plotting Chia's future. All right, and you could probably see in the title of this live stream, plotting Chia's future with GPUs. We are up 123,000 nodes. I was tracking this a few weeks back, or maybe a week back. It was lower. So the node count has been going up a little bit, but the net space has been dropping slightly ever so often, once, a few EIBs here and there. But in the last, I'm just going to go really quick, last 2 days, negative 563 PIBs. I know after speaking with some individuals, they are converting their plots over to MMX. So they're utilizing their hard drives for MMX. All right. So that's what's going on over there. Thank you guys for joining. We have 9 watchers right now. I'm going to keep this brief, short. I know I've been live streaming for the last, 4 minutes. We are going to talk about plotting Chia's future. I read this whole entire thing. I read JM's, his handwritten to the whole GPU stuff. I got a response on Discord from a Chia employee as well in regards to what this is all about. All right, so here's the smackdown. Here's the smackdown on all this. What they're saying is GPU as for plotting and farming is an option. What they're also saying is that based on your scenario, your electricity, the size of your farm, And of course, it's all going to be debatable. Everything that I'm saying here, you can come back with other, did I just disconnect? Still hear me? My OBS said it disconnected for some reason. Do you guys still hear me before I continue on? Still see me? Are you guys, I'm hoping, all right, awesome. You guys can still hear me? I know you guys are on here right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, my OBS supposedly crapped out on me for a few minutes and it's back right now. So anyway, so apparently if we're reading here, Chia's plots are already compressed, or you could have fooled me. It's over 100 something gigs per plot and they said it's already compressed. But however, further compression is possible by emitting some data from a plot. So basically the data that's emitted from these plots is what the GPU is going to compensate the difference for. So basically at this point, GPUs are going to fill the void in these compressed plots, what you want to call it, compressed plots, or just, Lego blocks that are not complete. And the GPU completes the difference to validate it on the chain, right? So as I'm reading more and more, I'm trying to understanding, the technical side of it. I'm reading and I'm following MMX, his side of, how he's building this out and how people are testing it. So that's that. All right. Fast forward to today, combination of more readily available technology and some intrepid community developers have unlocked this capability. All right. Key factor, however, is that there is a trade-off between the level of plot compression and how much extra computation effort either CPU or GPU needs to go into farming with compressed plots. So here's the argument. They're saying that it may actually be more economical to plot with GPUs because it's faster. So when it's faster, you're not sitting on, I'm hypothetically saying 170 watts for 20 hours to plot a 10 terabyte drive, opposed to 1 hour for 200 watts. You know what I mean? Like you have to balance that. You have to see where the trade-off is. Does it cost more? In electricity to run it longer but less wattage? Or does it cost more to plot in a short period of time but blast this GPU to smithereens? I'm just joking, guys. I don't know how much voltage it takes to plot a single plot with a 3090 or 3080 or whatever. There's different levels. So that's where the testing is coming into play. And that's where it's all very, very debatable. All right. So that's my understanding of it. Now, here's the other thing. In this article, they're saying that anything with the K32s, if they plot it fast enough, and here they're saying, like, if you plot it less than 28 seconds, that can possibly be a problem with someone trying to, come on with a whole bunch of these like expensive hardware to, to basically attack or try to mimic and say that, but it's not really plots because GPUs are compensating for all these missing data or missing whatever it was that they call it here. It's, it's already compressed, omitting some of the data from a plot. I don't know what the omitting some of the data, but a complete plot, but the GPU is compensating for that. So if they can produce this fast enough, it's basically running an ASIC or running a GPU mining rig to do all this constant power. So their argument is, Chia is saying, no one's going to be that dumb to, and this are my words, but I'm translating it as, no one's going to be that dumb to put that much hardware, that much electricity use into something that's not going to profit from it. Meaning if you could run, let's just say hypothetically, 8 GPUs, right? That's usually what one frame a GPU mining rack fits, right? 8 GPUs to go full on speed with power and everything, filling these plots as if, filling the voids of these missing plots to say that these plots are here. I'm validating it on the network and I'm trying to earn the Chias now. So the argument is, if you were to do that, right? If you were to do that, you're losing money because the amount of power and hardware wise, you're not earning as much as you're spending, and it just wouldn't make sense unless in my opinion the price keeps on going up, the price keeps on elevating. If the prices were at where Bitcoin is right now, then possibly a lot of people would probably jump on that bandwagon and start throwing hardware and trying to find ways to get shortcuts. Instead of plotting for hours, throw a damn GPU online, mimic a plot. Not entirely. I mean, you could still put these plots, compress plots, a lot smaller, but run a whole farm with GPUs. Yeah, and if you have solar, you use these GPUs to just replace hard drive space, right? It's possible. You can't assume whatever is happening now is going to be dictating what's going to happen in the future, because the thing is that things are constantly going to be changing. Even till now, Chia said, and his response, I'm going to pull it up on the Discord from his response to what I asked, that GPU possibly can. I think I keep on losing this OBS connection, and you guys are going to think that I cut out again, but I'm not. I'm still live here. I'm still going, right? You guys hear me? Please respond to me in the chats. So I think because if it wasn't for Mad Max throwing on the GPU as an option to get into, doing this more like faster, maybe being efficient is very debatable right now. All right. Doing something fast doesn't necessarily mean it's better. All right. You can ask my wife that. I'm just saying. So in response to all that, GPU in itself has always gotten a bad rep. People are scalping it, people are hoarding it, people are just using it to mine these ridiculous coins at extremely expensive electricity rates and just killing the ozone. And we're living in this world where everything's powered by electricity, and we're losing, to all these GPU miners. So now that it's there, right, it caught the attention of everyone who's in crypto, at least on the hardware side, not just the people who are investing in coins and, pumping and selling and buying. People like you and me, right? Because you're watching me because you have a farm. You probably have done GPU mining one time or another, and you're into crypto. You believe in it to an extent. Not every project, but maybe some. So here we have, they can't avoid this now. They have to implement it. They could easily say, no, we're not going to, even entertain the idea of using GPUs to plot. But now they're changing their tune. They're saying GPUs can actually be more efficient than CPU, depending on your scenario, depending on your setup, depending on your farm, depending on how much your electricity costs. So soon that all that changes in a matter of a year. But let me bring up the Discord message conversation like I said I was. I just have to find it really quick. So here, it was actually in the Chia plot. It was in the general. Dismiss that. All right. So here I asked, based on this write-up, meaning the article of the Plotting Chia Future, and I'm going to get to the chats in a little bit. I want to get my point across. And I just want to let you guys know, what I said over here, because I'm not going to stay on too long. And I'll probably do a pre-recorded video after this as well to, address it more. Anything before GPU plotting was not green. When it almost seemed like reading that was, now that GPU plotting is available, anything prior to that was maybe not as efficient, since GPU can make it more efficient. I was blown away. You guys can say whatever you want on my theories, but that's how I felt. All right. That's what I read into it as I read the whole article. All right. But with GPU, it's more green to plot with. And when does something has to be considered POW? Is it because Chia said it's not, and because it's above 28 seconds? So, all right, we're going to go into the response of this. Just so you guys are clear and you understand where I'm coming from, is you're not using the GPU at its full 24/7 every second of the day to farm or apply back. Ay, ay, ay. All right, awesome. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I think my connection is a little shoddy in the app. Oh, this is really shitty, isn't it? I might have to like redo this whole live stream again. All right, you guys still hear me? No, I'm on OBS, guys. I'm on OBS. All right, I think I'm back. I am back. Yes, please, someone confirm that I am back. All right, here it goes. I don't know. Actually, I've seen his name. I don't know. How, he works for Chia. Sarganos. All right, fine. Not sure how you are inferring that from. So I don't know how to respond to it. Chia has always been a greener alternative to POW solution like Bitcoin. Keep on comparing it to Bitcoin. I mean, that's a huge leap, right? Bitcoin is just the most power hungry consumption of energy anywhere in the world. But yet anywhere everyone keeps comparing itself to it, it doesn't mean anything, you know? That's my honest opinion. But it can be more green depending on your particular setup and setting you run with versus your power cost. Your mileage may vary, or it can be the same. All right. Or if you disregard the map and the data that guides you there, right direction, based on the setup you have, it could be a lot more wasteful and you end up spending more on power than you earn in XCH. Everyone needs to do their homework to find a setup that is right for their needs. There is no one-size-fits-all configuration. The response to that is because of GPUs coming into play now. Everyone is not equal anymore. All right. I might have to just redo this whole live stream because I keep crapping out. At least I see myself keep on crapping out on the on YouTube. I don't know what the hell. I apologize for this. I hate doing this, but I might have to cancel out. I hope I don't. Do I have to cancel out? Do I have to cancel? Do I have to cancel or keep going? Am I back? I want someone to confirm for me, please. Back. You are not back. Axiom. Oh my goodness, I'm not back. All right, I could probably follow up on some chats right now. I have about 10 more minutes to discuss this. But the cap is so low. You mean the cap? You mean money-wise, right? On the Chia blockchain. Yes, possibly. Very. Is the cap is slow because it's only been a year since on mainnet. If that's what you're referring to. Guys, you still see me? Can you confirm? Someone confirm? Am I back? Again. Keep going. All right, Robert, thank you. All right, so POW is exactly that, proof of work. In most common examples, you are fully committed resources as hungrily as possible to generate the data required to create blocks fully within memory and then disregard that work for the next proof of space and time is well post. Point here is saying is that because it's not continuously working every single second of the day, it's not considered proof of work. I tend to disagree. I mean, I don't agree with that. It doesn't necessarily, but it even, I don't know. I don't know how to respond. My point is, if the consumption of power on any GPU, CPU, it's doing something, regardless of how much electricity it uses. Don't give me a number for what's considered efficient and then what's not efficient. Do I spend $10 a day on electricity? Is that considered efficient? But if I happen to spend $100 a day on electricity, then it's not efficient. Where do I draw the line? $50 is reasonable? Is that fair? $20? So where does proof of work define itself as proof of work? That was my intention of asking that question. Where does Chia define what's proof of work or what's not proof of work? All right. Yeah, I see. All right. Thank you, Spirit of Eli. It is 100% POW. I a lot of people will agree with that. When Chia goes past $80, hold your breath. Hold your breath. Let's see what happens. Montana Kid. All right, so we have pages upon pages of about written how it works and what differentiates it from POW. All right, I read that. I'll have to revisit that again, but you want me to refer back to some black and white paper that you wrote a year ago that when GPUs didn't exist for Chia, then fine. I'll do it again. Applying GPUs to the post process is the way we have outlined is not POW equivalent. Could have, I mean, honestly, that could have fooled me. I could have fooled me. You know why? The masses will take anything that says you're mining with GPUs, your proof of work. That's it. There's no other way around that. You can't avoid that public, mentality, the people, how people see GPUs, because they've been there, done that already. Anyone and everyone, gamers especially, tell a gamer that is not into crypto that you bought a GPU to plot Chia and farm. What do you think he's going to think? Oh, you're doing proof of work stuff on crypto. You're mining. It's simple math, right? You want to get into more mathematics and technical about it? Well, people know what's going on. Like if you say something like that and they've already experienced it, no matter what you say at this point, no, it's Chia's post, proof of space and time, but it can use GPUs if you choose to. I don't know. I honestly, how do you guys answer that? Comment below, man. Chat, text, chat. Let me know what you think about that in the chat. Or is it post/POW? Or is it just post with a GPU option, right? Remember, the GPU is optional. But even though the GPU is optional, they are literally saying, if you read JM's article, the other one, which, you guys can read up on it, and I'll do another video on that. It's GPU plotting. Is that more efficient, which they're claiming now it's more efficient, but yet it's still not POW. I'm baffled. I don't understand it. But it is, all right? It is still very much clearly post. It is how it functions. And GPUs involved are not running full board, generating things fully in memory and then disregard them after. If you do that, you have elected to configure in a way that costs you 10 times more than any potential reward may be, and quite honestly, dumb. And that's where I got how they are going to die by their own sword. Waste of space, pun intended. I'm new to all this, only started plotting 1 week ago, 2 times 2 terabytes. Congratulations, Paul. You gotten yourself into a very debatable time. All right, using the CPU seems so. All right, so guys, I keep on disconnecting. So what I'm gonna do is I will do another continuation to this, and I apologize for the constant disconnect, but I have it at started streaming 28 minutes ago. I'm gonna cut off here. You've got some intake, my output, my input from all of this, right? I've read the whole thing. If you haven't read it yet, read it, because when you join me for my second live, we'll go back into the details of all this, and it's very debatable at this point in time. Someone actually commented on my Burst coin that Burst coin got into the same dismay, like the whole issue becoming hard drive and then utilizing GPUs. I don't know the technicalities of what happened with Burst coin, but that's what they said. I just took their word for it. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Some commenters, some people are commenting, even on Reddit, Facebook, wherever you can find, everyone has it. It's very debatable because they're saying, what happens with the small farmers now? Now you're going to get people who there's crazy people out there that may spend $50,000 and buy these crazy, insane GPUs, 4090s, and maybe put a whole rack of them and start just messing with the Chia network. Not messing with it, just earning XCH because they know they can and they have money to throw at it, right? I mean, come on. You've seen guys with like petabytes. 1 petabyte used to be like, oh, wow, well, this guy has 1 petabyte. Now you're seeing guys with 4 petabytes. What's up with that? There's no shortage of people buying stuff or having stuff or owning stuff and doing stuff because they just want to, not because there's a return on it. They just enjoy doing it, which is crazy, right? So like I said, I'm going to cut this short right now. I appreciate all you guys jumping on here on this, Friday afternoon. Love you guys. Please remember, hit that like. Someone's going to be watching this live stream as I put it back up, and they're going to go through all this, and then they're going to catch up on my second live stream. I want you guys to come back. I'm promising you guys that I will do another one really, really soon, maybe later on tonight, because I just want to talk. I want to get a better idea of where this stands, because to me, it baffles me. I don't know to agree with it or disagree with it. I'm really, really torn. I'm stuck in the middle. Some people are so for it. Some people are so against it. But I'm right in the middle because I'm trying to make sense of it, right? That's what I do. That's what I'm trying to do, is make sense of it. All right, guys, I want to appreciate hitting that like, all right? And then I'll be back a little later today. All right, thank you, guys.